especially in today's with all the pick and rolls and all the bigs popping out to space. Oh, I still like it. But Humphreys, if he can make that little 12, 15-foot shot, that just makes everything a lot easier.
That pass was telegraphed. Hannes was awake to it and takes it to the other end and scores.
Yeah, sloppy pass on that one by Vic. He might be getting a little bit fatigued. We'll see if a sub is coming his way pretty soon.
Again, Perth turning the ball over, which is uncharacteristic for any Perth team. McCarron, nice pass for Malou.
Yes, that had timeout written all over it. Perth's fatigued. First game again, but not that there's any excuse. But yeah, you got to stop the run. Adelaide's feeling real good about themselves right now.
25-14. The Wildcats have only scored 2 points since quarter time. And for a team, again, without going back over history, but last season, they had the lowest amount of turnover. Wagstaff. Humphrey sat off. Wagstaff made him pay.
Yeah, Isaac either disrespected him or he's just tired, too tired to make a call. But he got caught in no man's land there, and Jesse made him pay.
7 points. 2 of 2 from the field for the Wildcats captain. Humphreys threw a hot one for Dufelmeyer. With the shot clock ticking down. And halftime. It's the 36ers who retain their lead, 36-28, in a pretty low-scoring second quarter.
Yeah, we're not going to see the offensive brilliance this early in the season, but you're still just looking for signs, looking for where's our best strengths. Are we a transition team? I mean, at this stage, we're not a three-point shooting team, but nobody's trying to miss it. I'm sure that percentage will lift. But you're just trying to find what you do well as a group early.
So the 36ers win the second quarter as well, 19-16. Some of our first half highlights from an Adelaide point of view. They've been able to share the load. Dusty Hannes looks to be a real offensive threat, only from a couple of possessions that we've seen, but he attacks with purpose.
Yeah, and he's got the floater game. He likes to get into the key, and CJ is obviously running sets that really suits his strengths, which is I'm sure he appreciates.
There's Hannes again.
We saw what he's capable of from the perimeter.
Kenny, cross court for Jarrett. Passes up the 3 ball. His floater drops out. Zimmerman's going to claim the tip-in.
There's Zimmerman doing all the non-sexy things in basketball that you need. Everything doesn't always have to look stylish. He just crashed offensive boards, gets an easy 2.
Steinel's 3 almost goes.
That's a good miss. I don't mind that. It's in and out. You know you're not far away. Gives you confidence for the next shot.
It's a different looking Clint Steinel tonight. He picks up the foul there. Perhaps a little unlucky for the push. Scott Roth continues to roll through his bench. Big Jock Perry, all 7'1" of him.
Jock had a solid game 1 just the other day, so good to see him on the court. He'll come out there and stretch the floor and play the hard D.
He's got the job of trying to guard Zimmerman on this possession. Back down they go. A couple of seconds on the shot clock. That doesn't draw iron. McVeigh up the top. Kawhi wants to get things moving. Good look for Jarrett. That's what he's out there to do.
Good kick out by Noy because last game he was a little bit quiet, so it's good to see him make a play. You don't always have to score the ball yourself. If you can at least make a play, get somebody else involved, that will also lift your confidence.
Scott Roth calls a timeout. The Taipans get it back to a 5-point difference, which is what it was at quarter time. They're exploring at this stage, aren't they?
You look at their roster, you look at even the bench, the guys standing, everybody's roughly the same height. You got versatility. So you can play guys at multiple positions. You can switch everything on defense. Yeah, like I said, who knows how far they'll go this regular season, but I like the pieces that they have. Their fit seems good. It seems okay to me.
You can see Will Magnay not playing in this game again. They're being extremely careful with the way that they manage him. He's had a pretty disrupted preseason with injury.
Yeah, we don't know the seriousness of it all. We don't know what medical advice is being handed out, but you got to think, how many more preseason games do we have? I don't want to put you in game 1 when it really means something and you haven't done much. Who's Willie Smith in Tasmania?
That's cider from memory. Pretty sure it's cider.
Shout out to Willie Smith, ciders. Next time I'm in Tasmania, I'm gonna grab some of those.
Do you drink cider?
I will if I have to. Not my choice, but
there we go. Willie Smith cider. Drink it if it's free. If it sponsors product. Do a lot of things when it's free. Steindl being aggressive. Draws the foul on Noy.
That is good action. Steindl goes down to one left corner like he's going to set the first screen in the stagger double. Slips it, comes out the other side. His man is in a dead sprint chasing him. Now when he catches it, he's on his back. He curls right into the key. Any kind of shot you want from here, and he's got good size. Now he's at the stripe. That is some good action. Mika Vacona's over on the sidelines thinking, they never ran that for me when I was in New Zealand. It was Mika setting those bone-crunching picks on you is what he was doing.
Home team lead it by 4. Some extended pressure on Scott Machado. Throws it away behind the back. Steindl cashes in.
Wow. Just when I thought you wouldn't see a whole lot of a 1-2-1-1 on a free throw in the league, They caught Scott being a little bit lazy with the ball. Got themselves an easy deuce.
Jarrett. Deep that time. I'll get another chance here. Kuat Noi. Also deep. Jawai read it better off the
Nice screen, got his floater off, didn't give up on the play, tapped it out. And Clint is a different dude today. It's only a matter of time. When you're a shooter and you're not making shots and you're known for shooting, sometimes you get pigeonholed and teammates, you got to be able to go over to a guy and just help hype him up. Kind of be the Flavor Flav for a shooter that's off. Come on, Clint, don't worry about it. You're good. Keep shooting them. Clint starts feeling better about himself because he'll shoot a game wide open. It'll be a couple minutes stretch. He can go bang, bang, bang. Get yourself a nice little cushion. So it's good to see Clint get his confidence up in his second game at home.
This has not been a very good second quarter for the Taipans so far. Taji McCall not playing today. We're talking about Will Magnate not playing. McCall not out there. Thought he showed a fair bit in the first game. We liked him on Sunday, Damon. 16-8 in there. Lost to Adelaide.
Absolutely. I'm kind of shocked that he's not playing. I hope it's not an injury or anything. And surely it couldn't be load management or his rest break because he's a youngin. He can obviously bring a lot of energy to the floor, which they clearly need right now. So now Adam is in the timeout probably thinking, fellas, what are we doing? Like, we had a chat. He's already put it out there. So the Taipan boys are kind of under the pump already this early in the preseason.
Let's get this going. Defense.
Where is this spark going to come from for Cairns?
Good kick out. Unlucky.
Josh Majette, scoreless at this stage, but it's been busy. Jock Perry, as he showed on Sunday, has got really nice touch for a big man.
Can make that shot. Faced up on Nate. Nate was kind of stunned, but Jock give you that. Jock can shoot the three, give you some mid-range.
There's Majuk Deng. Fires away. JackJumpers still in control as Josh Adams looks set to come back in. Perry for three.
There you go. Clearly, Nate is being targeted. It's like when Shaquille O'Neal was in the league. Just run ball screens at him. Nate gets the frustration foul. Jock is straight off the bench, 5 points, draws a foul.
Look at him smiling.
Loving life.
It's good to see.
They say styles make fights. You got Big Nate out there who's clearly got advantages up one end, but on the other end, it's a disadvantage. So how do you protect them? So you got to have another plan defensively when Nate's on the floor. Because here's the ball screen again.
Perry.
And again.
He thought about it, and they go back to him. Not a mile away that time either. Jawai attracts 4 defenders.
You don't see many quadruple teams in the league. Nate's shocked he drew a quadruple.
They were hanging off his arms. Cairns give it back again.
Nate's whispering to him, will you stop setting these ball screens 25 feet from the basket?
And now a technical foul. This is not good for Cairns. It's
Come on, umpire.
It's early in the season, I know.
I have a theory. You want to persevere. You want Nate on the court, but he can't defend the ball screen. It's just not who he is right now. But what if I play zone? What if a couple of minutes, take the pressure off of him. Let's see what Tasmania do. But Adam says, nah, don't worry about it. Nate, come have a seat. Come in with Big Z.
12-point lead for the JackJumpers. Adams, not that time. Offensive rebound by Perry. Josh Majette, foul by over-enthusiastic Mirko Jeric.
It's going to be the same thing on the other side, even with Zimmerman. You can see that that's just what Tazzy do. They're going to come and set high ball screens. You got a mobile big in Jock Perry. Smart. If they don't want to defend it, they don't want to come up and trap it. Whereas before, he just ran a ball screen to Deng's side. That's what you don't want to do because he's athletic enough that he can jump out and switch, or you get yourself trapped. So they're targeting the bigger bigs.
"32 years of age, Josh Majette, very experienced and worldly player. Might be the perfect man to run the point for this team in their first season.
Can obviously play off the ball as well.
Zimmerman takes the bump on the arm.
One thing you want to do when you're behind, you got a double-digit deficit. Don't want to be spraying up quick shots, get this thing a 20-point deficit. So if you can get yourself to the line, slow the game down, slow the momentum down. Going to that penetration, giving Zimmerman 2 at the line, that's what you kind of want to do.
Perry, Majette, beautiful ball movement, ends up in a McVeigh 3. It probably deserved more. And Machado, here he is.
Daniel also bringing us the match.
That Willie Joseph sitting over there on the baseline behind Machado. Will, is that you, Will? Text me if it is, man. Tasmania local legend.
Yeah. Deng splashes once more. He's up to 6 points. Equal leading scorer for the Taipans, along with Joe White. Adams lost the ball. Nartai gave up his look. Chris Levick stole it away from Deng.
You can see Josh Adams sending back picks kind of a la Steph Curry when you got to kind of stay on the guy's hip. He's the most dangerous guy, so he sets a back pick. You don't want to leave him. And then right after that back pick, he's coming off looking for his own shot.
There he is from the corner. Well, Jeric, tough finish.
Use of the glass.
Made it work. Shot the 3 ball at 34% from outside last year.
Josh McGetty Island. Jet Island, a little bit short on that one.
Long outlet pass, and Deng couldn't control it initially. Did okay, though. Better intent from the Taipans in the last few minutes. Zimmerman found Deng, but was stripped. Fast hands from Majet. Adams for Krislovic. He's long. Tip back out for Majet. Got it.
Got a good extra play by Sam. Offensive rebound, tap out. Didn't give up on the play. You can still find ways to affect the game, even if they're not, even if you don't have plays run for you. Sam did a good job just being the hustle guy.
Back out to 8 points in favor of the Jack Jumpers.
Substitution for Jack Jumpers. McIntosh back into the game for Jack McBride.
You just don't lose much when the subs had to come in. Jack Jumpers, now you bring in McIntosh. I mean, it's for the last 2 minutes while everybody else is kind of stuffed.
Heads up play out of the inbound for Cairns. Results in an easy bucket for Zimmerman. Majet combines with Mikhail McIntosh.
Great ball movement once again. At least 6 passes in that. Guy ends up getting a wide open shot. This is the kind of basketball that you play that you feel a part of it. You're not just stuck in the corner watching the guy run a ball screen, dribbling the life out of the ball. You're getting back picks, guys are moving, dribble handoffs, you're popping out. They're all seem to be willing passers. And if you can get 3 guys who already can prove they can score, if you can get those guys to be willing passers, the rest of the team feels a part of it. The chemistry is being formed as we speak. And I like the looks of it.
They've spread the scoring around a little tonight. Josh Adams with 7. Majet, McVeigh, Perry 5 apiece, and Mikhail McIntosh 6. Clint Steiner, probably the shining light. You'd have to say Damon Fatazzi, because we saw in the 8 minutes that he played, he went 3 of 5 from the field, and he can change a game very quickly.
Clint can spot up and hit the 3. He's moving well without the ball. They run a good action for him. The whole team his body's being moved. Makes you harder to guard. If you're a shooter and all you do is just catch and shoot and they're not dropping, you start to feel a little bit like, you can just feel the pressure building. But Clint can be on the move. He can get himself to the foul line in this particular system. So it's only a matter of time before his 3-ball falls. But when you add the rest of this stuff to him, he becomes a more dangerous package.
.90 seconds before halftime. McDaniel and Majet work it out and get beyond halfway. Offensive foul, though, before Majet could get his 3-ball away.
It's good to see Cairns pick up the pressure up the floor a little bit. I mean, you got athletes. You got length out there on the floor with Dang and Noy. And if they can get up their floor, you generate some energy. It's flat right now on the Cairns side of things, so you got to do something to mix it up. So it's good to see them picking up the ball full court.
Kawat Noy's been trying to get one to go on the 4th attempt. Sorry, I should say it's Bull Cole. He's now 2 of 2.
Good
Adams
action.
wheels around. That looked good.
Good action. I should be writing this stuff down for my Whittlesey Pacer senior women in Div 1.
They've been able, every time they've needed a score, Jack Jumpers, just to stop any Cairns momentum, they've been able to find one. Shot clock down to 8. Qual dumps it back out. Machado from a long way out.
Well, I'll be damned. A total offensive just breakdown, and Scotty bails him out with a 35-footer. I think that's kind of indicative, though, of how Cairns have played this particular half. Things just look hard. They're not scoring with ease. There's tough shots being made, which is credit to him for making tough shots. Qual comes on and hits two quick ones. But you look on the other end, and the Jack Jumpers fluid. Things just look a little bit more smoother. They haven't been together that long. Everybody's been together roughly the same time. But Cairns might be fighting some internal demons as well as trying to come together.
Yeah, it's body language tells a lot in sport and in life, but the body language has been really interesting to watch from Cairns tonight, and not all of it good.
No, not all of it good. Some guys you can just see energy. I can see energy in Dang, in Qual, in Coit. You can see energy. And then some other guys look a little bit on the passive side. So that just tells me that everybody isn't all locked in. Now, how much patience does Adam have? His patience is being tested right now for him to come out and say what he said after game 1. So guys gonna have to just look themselves in the eye and decide, what are we gonna be? And I'm looking right now at Machado. Like, you got 3 shots for a half of basketball. And the third shot only came about because it was a complete and utter breakdown. So I can't explain it. I don't know what to say. Only those guys in the locker room can answer that question, but it's not getting off to a good start.
Perhaps the only positive for Cairns is at one point the lead was 14. They've got it back to 6, the difference at halftime. But the Jack Jumpers, on the other hand, we're focusing on the negatives from a Cairns point of view. Feels like, much like there was in game 1, there's some good positives here for Tasmania.
Absolutely. And they've held them to under 40 points. And the shots, the points that they're giving up, they're random. It's not like they're getting punished in any area. Defensively as a group, they all seem to be on the same page. Guys look like they're having fun. They're growing. Their confidence with each other is obviously growing. So full credit to them and whatever the coaching staff has been instilling in them since the preseason started.
So at halftime, it's Tasmania who lead 44-38. A short break from us here at MyState Bank Arena. We'll be back in a few minutes' time for the second half of the NBL Blitz.
Pick up Brekkie Hungry Jack's drive-thru. Try our new breakfast menu with the Jack's Brekkie roll with bacon, sausage and egg, fiery brioche. Or try a toasted Turkish bun with the Jack's Cafe rich velvety smooth roasted coffee. Brekkie's better with Hungry Jack's. Fall in love.
We'll race anything around here. Even the odd penny farthing.
Great to have your company on KO Freebies as we get set for the second half at the NBL Blitz. It's the Cairns Taipans trailing Tasmania 44-38. Earlier tonight, Adelaide defeated Perth 63-56. Wonder what Adam Ford had to say to the Taipans at halftime.
Adam will be preaching the same kind of thing and just encouraging guys and just let's take baby steps in the right direction. We're not going to be able to flip this thing 180 degrees in a couple of days, but we got to be trending in the right direction. We got to be able to take some positives out of this no matter what the result is. If they can kind of reach those key criteria, those key points that I'm sure they have, they can at least get to that. You can walk away feeling kind of good about yourself.
Jarek, Noy, Deng, Zimmerman, and Machado, the starters tonight.